Friends, so the 11 bipartite settlement talks have now come to an unexpected and abrupt end. Both workmen unions and officers unions have now withdrawn from signing the final settlement. The MOU signed on 22nd July 2020 by the UFBU and IBA has now lost its validity after 90 days period. The officers unions have also called for commencing agitations starting with the non-cooperation with the management. It may even lead to yet another strike. The workmen unions are also likely to announce their agitational plans shortly. The hapless common bankers have already lost count of the number of strikes forced on them during the last 3 years after the 10th bipartite settlement expired on 31st October 2017. And what could have forced the unions to take this crucial decision at the 11th hour when everybody was expecting finalization of the settlement within a couple of days? Both the unions, as usual, have blamed IBA for the failure of the talks. The first message actually came from the 4 workmen unions on 16 October 2020. In their circular, they announced that they have come out of the negotiations as their demand on special allowance was denied by IBA. They had demanded special allowance should be paid at 20%, but IBA was ready to offer 16.40% only. IBA told the workmen unions that officers associations had already agreed for 16.40 and as such they could not provide more than that to the workmen. Actually, it was news for the officers community because the fact that officers had accepted special allowance at 16.40% was never communicated by their leaders to their members. By this circular, the workmen unions achieved 2 things. One, they made public something which the officers unions had not dared to advise their membership. Secondly, the workmen leaders created an impression among their membership that they were earnestly fighting with the IBA for more than what officers had already accepted. Even if IBA had considered 1% extra increase, it would have boosted the image of the unions among their followers and put the officers association in poor light. Surely, this could have been one of the reasons why officers union leaders were forced to call off further discussions, no matter whatever they may be claiming in public. Then of course, there is the case filed by V bankers. Both officers and workmen unions were all the while trying to convince their members that the V bankers is not an organization to be taken seriously. According to them, V bankers are just a bunch of troublemakers and they cannot stall the ongoing settlement process. But that the UFBU people are now really worried about the outcome of the next hearing in the case filed by V bankers is not a secret. The next hearing is scheduled for 22nd October 2020. The court has instructed Additional Solicitor General of the country to be present and apprise the court of the union government's stand in the petition filed by V bankers. This is not something which can be shrugged off easily by the unions in spite of their public posture in this regard. In the meantime, another case is also filed against IBA in Chennai by a retired manager of Canara Bank. He has filed a writ petition in the High Court of Chennai through his advocate, who requested for an urgent hearing on Sunday, the 18th of October 2020. He had requested for a special hearing to be fixed on 18th, preferably before 11 am by the Honorable Vacation Court Judge. The reason for the urgent hearing, according to him, was the information he had gathered from some reliable sources that bank officers and IBA were going to sign joint note for the final settlement on 18th October in Mumbai. The request was made by the advocate of the petitioner late night on 17 October 2020. After considering the urgency in the petition, the vacation judge permitted the listing of the case against IBA for hearing by 11 am on Sunday, that is the very next day. On Sunday at 7:30 in the morning, the advocate was informed that the case will be heard at 11 am by the vacation judge. He was also instructed to inform the advocate of IBA to be present for the special hearing. The advocate of the petitioner informed the IBA's advocate accordingly. But at 10:45 am, just before the hearing was to take place, the IBA's counsel forwarded a letter by WhatsApp and email to the petitioner's advocate stating that there is no meeting scheduled to be held at Mumbai and there won't be any joint note on that day, and there was no proposal to sign the same before 22nd October. He also requested for postponing the hearing in the case to 22nd October before the vacation judge. So the above petition by the retired bank manager against IBA also will be heard on 22nd October. Therefore, the bank employees in the country are now eagerly waiting for the outcome in the hearing of two separate cases in two separate high courts regarding their wage revision. One is at Allahabad in the petition filed by V Bankers, and the other is at Chennai filed by the retired Canara Bank manager. It may be noted that in the communication from the IBA's advocate to the advocate of the retired bank manager, it is mentioned that there is no chance of signing the joint note before 22nd October. It clearly shows that the IBA and UFBU are also waiting for the outcome in the Allahabad court hearing, though the unions would not accept the same in public. So friends, 22nd October is going to be a very important day for the bankers fraternity in their struggle towards achieving wage revision, for which they have been waiting for the last 3 years. Good luck.